let's now play take your pick, because the rivalry games are outstanding this week.
What an unbelievable slate.
Yes, and let's start with the biggest one, the Iron Bowl here. Alabama, the defending national champs, going to the Plains, taking on Auburn, number 4 in the BCS. Take your pick.
I'm going with Alabama in this one, and I know that this Auburn attack can be difficult to stop. Talking about a lot of different option looks that they have. Nick Marshall not really known for throwing the ball, but runs it extremely well. But this defense for Alabama has been stellar. I think that these guys are as disciplined as you will find throughout the country. And because this is not a balanced offense from Auburn, I like Alabama to take it comfortably, 41-24.
Missouri needs to beat Texas A&M to clinch the SEC East title. Take your pick.
I'm going with Missouri in this one. The problem for A&M has been that rush defense. Last week against LSU, gave up 323 yards rushing, allowed LSU to hang on to the ball for 40 minutes. That can be a real problem when you're playing a Missouri team with a good little running back like Henry Josie.
Top 10 meeting, bragging rights in the Palmetto State here, South Carolina, Clemson.
I'm going with South Carolina in this one. Clemson, the defense, I am concerned about it. You look at this South Carolina offense, Connor Shaw, Mike Davis, Connor Shaw at quarterback, Mike Davis running the ball. I think one of the more underrated running backs in all of the country. I like South Carolina.
Battle for the victory bell, USC, UCLA. Take your pick.
I'm going with USC in this one. The problem for me, UCLA, Brett Hundley had a lot of problems protecting him last week. 3 true freshmen on that offensive line. They were sacked 9 times a week ago by Arizona State, and USC really turning things around under Coach Ed Orgeron.
Number 24, Duke at North Carolina. Take your pick.
I'm going with Duke in this one. How about Jabari Parker, the great freshman basketball player, saying, hey, I didn't know I was going to a football school. The most wins since 1941, could be the most wins ever if they beat North Carolina this weekend. You know, they've got a lot of talented guys on offense. Connett and Boone at quarterback, Duncan and Snead at running back. Going to be too much for North Carolina.
Finally, the game in the big house. Ohio State against Michigan. Take your pick.
Yeah, and you said the Iron Bowl was the biggest one of the weekend. Some might say this is the biggest one of the weekend. I like Ohio State comfortably in this one. The Michigan offense, particularly the Michigan offensive line, has been atrocious. 3 out of the last 4 weeks, this offense has only put up 180 yards or fewer. Been a real problem. And, of course, Ohio State, that offense really humming with Braxton Miller, Urban Meyer. Watch Carlos Hyde in this one. The guy has been an absolute beast for the Buckeyes.
Amazing turnaround for him, too, carrying that team offensively.
Well, carrying the team with the offseason and the off-field issues, being suspended at the beginning of the year, obviously in Urban's doghouse, out of the doghouse big time right now.
Ohio State has won 8 of the last 9, but the Wolverines did win the most recent matchup in the big house, 2011.